Welcome everyone. We are back after another big, long gap. As usual, we keep following up on our promises. Shushmit, breaking news. Rohit Sharma has been sacked as the ODI captain, replaced by Shubham Gill. So, what's the first reactions?
The reaction is pretty like we were all amazed. Like it was not something which anyone expected, honestly. Rohit Sharma being removed from the captaincy just like that. I think it was a very sad moment for all the Indian fans. But yeah, that is what it is. We cannot do anything. But it will be very sad to see India team playing without Rohit Sharma's captaincy.
Well, earlier also in 2011, when India won the World Cup, Sachin Tendulkar was 39 years old at that time, and they are planning to continue Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli for 2027 World Cup. So, is it something that they will be able to, or they will have to retire somewhere in the middle? A lot of games still to play. There are not too many one-day internationals that we will be playing the upcoming year or so. So, what's the situation here from a fan's perspective? What can we expect?
I think the objective will obviously be to continue keep them playing, but I think BCCI wants to keep their options open because they want to see if they are not able to perform that well, then they should have they should have a backup plan ready. So I think that is the reason probably they have considered not continuing with Rohit Sharma as captain because they want to keep them based on performances, and they really probably want to win the World Cup. And if you want to win World Cups, you cannot go with sentiments. So if they feel that these two players are not in form because they obviously have not are not playing cricket on a consistent basis. So I think that is where they're keeping their options open, like putting in Shubman Gill as the captain. Obviously, to keep them at the same time, also to keep that option that in case they are not performing well, you have a lot of players who can come in and replace them, and or they might also be asked to retire, or they might themselves get retired. Yeah, that is where I think they're going.
Sparing a thought for Shubman Gill also, if you look at the way he was given the captaincy of the Test team, and they did really well. Then the recently concluded Asia Cup, which India beautifully won under Surya Kumar Yadav. Uh, Again, he got in as a vice captain. Sanju Samson lost his opener spot, and right now he's leading the Test side as well. He will be leading the one day side as well. So moving further, obviously we know he's an all format captain. Firstly, do you feel that he's someone who is worthy to become all format captain? And what happens to those players whom he's replacing in the different formats? So for example, KL Rahul will not be able to open in the one day internationals, and we don't know about Yashasvi Jaiswal's position in the T20 side. So all of these permutation and combinations comes in. Thoughts on these two questions?
Yeah, I think I have a different thought process based on one day. I think you might see Shubman Gill bat at number three. Like there is always that option which is there because Virat Kohli, if he like Virat Kohli obviously is now there, but going forward, I feel he might be taking up that position. So you never know. They might give it a try or try him out in some other position. And now I think they'll probably stick with the same thing only. Just the captaincy might change. And if you talk about Gill becoming the captain, I think you have to look at the long term. I won't say he's a very good captain. He will be amazing right from the go, but I feel that he's a quick learner. That was evident from the test series, which concluded at England, that he was a quick learner. He tried to like get the best out of all the players. He tried to improve. Yeah, there were mistakes. That will always happen. He's just 25. But I think he can do a good job. Obviously, you might say that when you have a player like Shreyas Iyer, why isn't he a captain? Like he would have been the perfect choice after Rohit Sharma. But yeah, I think if BCCI feels that they want one player as the captain, all captaining all the three formats, so like if they are following that principle, then I think Gill is the only choice which they have right now.
Perfect. Final question for this. Of course, we know what India has come up with their usual Indian ways, finishing the hard tour against England, and then the very next test tour is against the West Indies, and convincingly won the first test. The second test also, they will win that as well. We're pretty sure. So uh, when you look at all these bigger teams like the Australia or the South Africans or the New Zealands and all, so a lot of tours that are coming which are going to be hard leading up to the World Cup. And obviously, we have got the T20 World Cup coming in next year as well, and then the 2027 World Cup happening in USA. So, do you feel that right now we are in a perfect position, the same team, who are pretty decent team, decent bowling lineup, batting lineup to be able to go all guns blazing in the next couple of tours and win that World Cup?
Yes, I think there's a very big chance, but then again, it's very difficult to predict anything because when you have teams like Australia, England, South Africa now, I would say New Zealand, you cannot really say that we can win all the games. Yeah, with because the teams who perform really well in the tournaments uh, will always try to win it. But one thing I can assure is just because Gambhir is the coach right now, he will always try to bring out a plan to get the best out of the players. And it's very evident. Like if you see the way he has removed Rohit Sharma from the captaincy or put aside Virat Kohli, he is very strong like personality. He feels that like he wants the best out of the team. And if he feels that young players comes in, but only one selection I really don't understand, that is Harshit Rana. I don't understand why is he in all the three formats. He's the
I
only
was
player.
I was exactly about to ask you this. I mean, does he have a private video of Gautam Gambhir or some ghoosh or something that has happened? What is the situation? I mean, Harshit Rana across formats doesn't really make any sense. Just because he bowled a couple of good IPL overs doesn't really make you an all format bowler. But at the same time, when you look at the bowling pool right now, of course, Nishit Reddy, Nitish Reddy is also into the one day side. So a lot of these kind of weird experimentations are going on, but at the end of the day, he's won the Champions Trophy, which you cannot deny. So we'll have to see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think there's a good opportunity, but at the same time, you also have to understand that when they were playing in the Champions Trophy, it was a very slow pitch, but they were using a lot of spinners. So it was to an advantage to India. But how it will be in South Africa, I don't know exactly where the World Cup will be played, but wherever it is played. But in T20, I think they have got an edge now because they have got Abhishek Sharma. I think he's a player which India, I think, needed. What the reason they were like going like they were not able to do anything in the tournaments, I felt was they were looking at the big players. They were looking at Rahul. They were expecting Rohit and Virat Kohli to fire, but they were good players, but they were not they were like not like that beast mode of player where you find like 60 runs being scored within 3 or 4 overs. And this is something which you require in modern day cricket. So that
so
is where India has moved forward right now.
I'm not sure whether we have time for one more question. It was a little critical one related to this itself. Do you want me to ask you this today, or is we can spark it for the next episode? Your call, Shushmit.
I think you can ask.
Okay, okay, good. Because for the viewers, I am really, really scared of this guy. He can get pretty freaked out very soon. So always important to ask permission. So the when you look at that World Cup final, the interview by David Warner and Pat Cummins to 2023 November World Cup final, they said that they had a specific plans for every single batsman in the Indian batting order. Now, Rohit Sharma is the one who fired, but then after that, if you see, they beautifully had controlled the entire pace of the innings by taking consistent wickets. Now, in T20, we know that every single player has a specific role to play. It's Abhishek Sharma at the top, all guns blazing. You got people like Rinku Singh finishing off things at the end, Arshdeep Singh nailing those Yorkers, Jasprit Bumrah, we know, and then Siraj beautifully controlling the middle overs along with Kuldeep and Varun Chakravarti. Now, do you feel that India is going to take that same kind of approach for the one day side also to have specific batters, not just batters, like every player, specific player related to specific roles, and that's the approach that they should take, just like how Australia did.
I think they will try to, because if you have noticed how they played in the Champions Trophy, it was pretty evident as if every player knew what needs to be done and everybody was taking responsibility. If you have seen all the players who were coming to the team knew what needs to be done. And same thing we saw in the World Cup as well. So I think this is something which Rohit Sharma has brought in. And right now, I think probably Gautam Gambhir will take it forward with the new captain. And Surya Kumar Yadav is obviously like a lot experienced now, so he knows how what needs to be done. Yeah, his performances might not be that good, but we know how good he can be when he performs. So yeah, that is where I think there's a lot of expectation. But yeah, we are looking forward to the one day series right now to see how Gill operates, having Rohit and Kohli in the same team.
We're all
So I
just
think that's
waiting
what.
for the West Indies series to get over because we know the one day series is going to be crazy. Thank you so much, Ashwit, for joining us for this episode. And I want the viewers to know that we are recording back to back episodes because we are planning to be consistent. And I'm not promising anything, but we're going to make sure that we show up for all of you. Do share your love. If you're new here, just like, share, and subscribe. Share it with any friends that you know. And of course, who knows? Maybe we might invite you straight away to talk to us. Also, something that we already have in plan. So, thank you so much, Sushmit, once again.